Gotta get ready for this. All right, y'all. So I got my little setup that I'm gonna run with. Let's see, we go. Okay, cool. As you can see, I got my hood over here. Got my bumper laid over here, and then I also got my big old blower fan right here, which is gonna, for the most part, suck the fumes out of the shop. Got my bright light right there, super bright. But I did notice some. Probably can see it in this video. I mean, in this camera, but I noticed like right here, it's a little bitty dent right here. So I actually see two of them. So I'm actually finna go ahead and do a little bit of, yeah, you can really see it right there. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get that out, and then I'm gonna clean the other bumper and get that one ready to be sprayed. Cause I gotta sand it down too. I gotta sand it down. Just do a little light scuff coat on it. You know what I mean? Just scuff it up a little bit. That's exactly what I'm gonna do to it. But I gotta clean it first. I mean, not clean it first. Scuff it up first. I might wet sand it too. I might just do it with water. I think I'm gonna do it with water. But anyways, yeah, we back in the shop. It is nighttime, but the grind don't stop. Just cause it's nighttime don't mean we can't work. Yeah, my boy's still down there too though. They ain't doing shit though. They just down there talking. Let me see. Yeah, look at them. They ain't doing nothing. All right, man. Let me get to it. I ain't used this body filler in a minute, so I'm kind of like stirring it up a little bit before I put it on. Let me use this. Just a little bit. I don't even need a lot, y'all. That's honestly probably more than enough. For the when I get done with that Sonic, put the shop in order a little bit. That's probably more than enough. Now, what I was told, right? And mind you, I'm new to this, but I kind of got the concept of what to do. What I was told, less body filler, the less you gotta do. Now, y'all, like I say, my knuckle, I don't want to mess my camera up. I'm not a professional, so I'm still learning. So don't get in my comments and criticize me. But what you can do is get in my comments and educate me. If y'all see I'm doing something wrong, or you got a better way that I can do what I'm doing, then I'm all for that. But yeah, I just put a little light coat on it. So like I said, I'm gonna go over there once that dry. I'm gonna just sand it down, see what it look like. Probably hit it with a little primer, see if I can pick up on some low spots or whatever. Yeah, just see what it look like after it dry, and then we're gonna continue the process. But while that's drying, we finna go ahead and clean that off and get that ready. And we clean it off with some alcohol when I get in there. I ain't doing nothing major, just I ain't doing no major pressure on it or nothing. I'm simply just scuffing it up. So when I do decide to paint it, the paint stick to it. That's all I'm doing. Nothing too crazy. Wet sander with a 600 grit. I actually just hit this little spot. I mean, this little cover thing while it's in my hand. And like I say, no pressure. Just a little, you just want a little scuff. Nothing too crazy, just a little scuff. Yeah, that's all you want. Believe it or not, that's done. Believe it or not, y'all, this is a whole nother day. So, yeah, a little while ago, I mean, it's a whole nother day for me. Actually, it's nighttime again. But anyway, so I started the process and it didn't go well. I didn't have the right grit sandpaper to shape that Bondo. I tried to like work with what I had. It didn't work. So I was planning on being done with this car tonight, but that didn't work. So we still got a lot to do. But I did do a little bit of work on it, as you can see here. I had to get this thing smooth as I can possibly get it. And I'm still working on that little spot in the middle. Hopefully this will do it. Because I'm shaping it up with a block sander and some 80 grit. And that should do it. Get it a little smooth. But while I'm waiting on that to dry, I'm going to go ahead and jump on the back of the bumper. I had a whole bunch of little spots. Now again, I'm not a professional, y'all. So what you see me doing is I'm fixing it, but I'm learning at the same time. So guess what y'all gonna see me do over here. I'm gonna go start on this right now. Turn my mic on so y'all can hear me a little better. And yes, I got on like, I guess you would call these like dishwashing gloves. And turn this camera around. And I got all type of gloves in here. But I like using these when I'm dealing with like Bondo and body filler and all that type of stuff. I like using these. But yeah, I'm gonna try to get this as smooth as possible.
Put too much.
All right, y'all. So I wanted to record the process, but I couldn't. I was in my zone, y'all. But anyway, As y'all can see, I did a little bit of body work on the hood. Where y'all seen that little spot there. You can see, man, let me lower this camera. Can't really tell, but based off this, that spot is gone. Now, could it be better? Probably so. I'm not a professional. I never said I was. But I think I do a pretty good job to be not a professional. Now, what you see right here, because this, you see this little spot here? A little bit of cracking. That's from me not properly cleaning. But I gotta re-sand the whole hood down anyway and knock that clear coat off. I just did that to like prime it up real quick in the spot that I painted. That I did the body work just to see what any of the imperfections show, in which they didn't, thank God. But over here, same thing on this bumper. Turn this camera around, same thing on this bumper. It had a whole bunch of little spots all around it. And as you can see, them spots is gone. Over with. Over with. This bumper gonna look real good when I sand it down and paint it. When I completely sand it down and paint it. Now, with plastic parts, right? And that's why I couldn't do exactly what I wanted to do yesterday. Plastic parts, y'all. When I went down there to the material store, I forgot this. I'll be giving y'all free game. Bulldog adhesion promoter. Paint would not stick to plastic bumpers and anything plastic really properly without adding that. So that's why I couldn't get done as much as I wanted to get done yesterday. So, cause I didn't have none of that. Now that can be ordered, but 9 times out of 10, you probably won't be able to go to your local Walmart or auto parts store to pick that up. So you either got to get it from like a wholesale paint store, automotive paint store, or you can order it online. You get it off Amazon. But I definitely got to completely sand the rear bumper all the way. I'm just letting that primer dry up a little bit. I got black primer on it. And then also over here, front bumper, I cleaned it yesterday. I did clean it. But by me being in here sanding and stuff like that, I'm sure some dust particles that got on it. So what I'm gonna do with that, I'm gonna re-clean that. Then I'm gonna put Bulldog adhesion promoter on that. Also on this rear bumper, this just gets sanded down and cleaned, and all 3 parts will be ready to paint. I also gotta tape this up too. I'm gonna tape this car up, and then I'm gonna bag it up closer to the door. I gotta get one of those, one of them like blow up booths, them little blow up paint booths, cause man, that goddamn overspray be in the air, no matter how many fans you got running. The bumper prepped, rear bumper prepped. I got the front bumper prepped and cleaned. And then I got this hood to my liking, which is prepped and cleaned also. So what I'm about to do now, you're gonna see me spray this Bulldog adhesion promoter on the front bumper and the rear bumper simply because it's plastic. That's the only reason why. The hood don't get none. So yeah, that's what you're finna see me do. And I spray it on just like I'm painting. I don't like that. I don't like the way it just came out. Damn, there's something wrong with it. I guess that's why they say it's good to double check your cans and stuff. I gotta get some of that off. It actually came off like a... Cause that's gonna leave a run if I don't. All right, let's try this again. Could have been just the way I was holding the can, but hell no, I just did it again. Man, something wrong with this can. See, them the type of problems that'll have you overworking. I'm gonna stand back a little bit, so just in case they do it again, it won't get on the actual bumper. At least on this one, I'm far away. Put my little light up top in the front. That's one of my little secrets that I don't tell nobody. But yeah, let me do a couple test sprays. Let me get a box of some, y'all. This will be the next box to go anyway, so we can use this. So we're gonna do a couple of test sprays just to make sure pressure coming out right. That should be good. I'm gonna go ahead and this the little tow hook thing for the front bumper. I'm gonna spray that first. Just a little, nothing too crazy on it. Now we're gonna go ahead and we'll do the hood first. I'm about to lay the last coat of clear on the hood. I already did the bumper and the front bumper. I did the hood too. I just want to put one last coat on it. Let's see, it'll be in there. And then I'm gonna let it dry throughout the night. Come tomorrow, put it all together. I like to step behind this cord too. This air hose getting in the way sometimes. Gotta get ready for this. Turn my light on. All right, let's go. clear I got left. I think I might got enough for another coat. Yeah, y'all, we actually gonna run one more coat. One more coat of clear on this hood. All right, y'all, so let's check out these results. All right, y'all, so we're gonna come back to the shop tomorrow and we're gonna put this joint together.
Okay, bye.